Hello.
Hello. That was so dramatic. In fairness, audience, we're already day drunk, courtesy of me.
Yes. Tell me, what are we drinking?
We are drinking. Pass me that fucking bottle. We are drinking Pinot Grigio, courtesy of actually my mother, who had an anxiety attack yesterday for the coronavirus epidemic that is sweeping the nation. And yeah, she couldn't drink it all, so she passed it on to her son, who is equally, an alcoholic because of her. Anything.
Always, spreading the tradition like the fucking Sith.
Great. Oh yeah, of course. Dominicans. Am I right, ladies?
Oh jeez. I really can't believe in the last 4 days, the amount of shit that's been canceled.
Oh yeah.
Over a flu that doesn't have a vaccine.
Yep. And god damn it, I wish I would have invested in the toilet paper industry, because what is that? What is the correlation with toilet paper and the coronavirus? I
don't know, because the thing is, the symptoms don't include explosive diarrhea, so I don't know where stockpiling toilet paper comes into as a factor.
I think they're afraid of a purge-like scenario, where everybody just takes whatever they want.
I saw this meme where everyone's stocking up on toilet paper and essentials, and there's this other guy who's stocking up on ammo to raid their stash.
See, that's smart.
Yeah, so that's the smart thing. Everyone who's stacked up on their guns is ready for the end of the world. Because honestly, that's the power. That's gonna be true power right there.
I don't okay, but that makes sense. That's an aforementioned thing, though. That's just something that comes after.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see what the immediate cause is. I need to wipe my ass because I'm gonna get the flu soon and I'm gonna get over it. I don't get it.
Oh my god.
It's only affecting old people or people with already immune system issues.
I actually recently got courtesy of a friend of mine. He sent out a picture of self-diagnosing, I guess. It was showing symptoms that are specifically for the coronavirus where, if you're experiencing any of these things, it's a quick and simple test. If you hold your breath for 10 seconds without any discomfort, you're good.
You're fine.
Yeah, no, let's move along.
Granted, you don't know you're having symptoms until after, but...
Yet somehow there are people out there paying over $3,000 to fucking take a test to get confirmed whether or not they have the coronavirus.
Just have some soup. It's fine. It's fine. You're fine. Just have a cup of tea, and you're just gonna brush that shit off. Unless you're 80, and then you're fucked, and then bye.
Jesus.
Yeah, anyway.
Any teas you recommend?
Any teas I recommend. Well, if you're gonna get over the flu, elderflower tea is your best fucking friend, because that is probably actually anti-flu. I keep reading about that. Big lemon and ginger fan. Just basic shit. Anything with vitamin C, orange teas. Yeah, I care about the people. I'm recommending shit.
Yeah.
For not all darkness.
For a fascist, you're putting out a lot to help the public out there.
You're affectionately saying fascist. I don't know.
No, you're not a fascist. I didn't mean that. He's too dark to be a fascist.
That's right. I hate everyone equally. Everybody gets a turn. I don't know, this is gonna blow over so fucking soon. I'm just waiting. I got fucking, I don't have work now because the Mets are just
I was actually gonna ask you that because you're security for
Citi Field and fucking, can we say that? Okay, yeah. It doesn't matter. Yeah. No,
what are you fucking class? Is that classified information?
Information. I have to kill everybody who listens to this. No. Fucking, they gave
one step above handing out hot dogs. You can share that.
That's fair. Fucking, I got that call yesterday. They were just we don't know when orientation's gonna be. We don't know when first day is gonna be anymore. We're gonna contact you. I know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
I know that means I'm not gonna have work until who the fuck knows when.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then there's what we do, military reserves, which I'm just gonna show up at the door with a cough. Yep. just not wipe my nose for the next like 36 hours.
Shit, don't wipe your ass too.
Don't wipe my ass. Yeah, apparently that's fucking huge, right?
Oh my god, I'm really wondering when they're gonna put out anything relating to that, if anything at all, because
orders are already canceled for everybody.
Yeah.
For anywhere other than here.
Yeah, because even active duty, like, people aren't allowed to like go anywhere. Even if they're going to their current duty station, they're not allowed to get on flights, even in the United States.
You know damn well they're just coming in their fucking pants every time they get that message. Just, oh, yes. Finally a break. Fuck. You think students are doing the same shit?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
I know they're taking online classes, but
so like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you about that. The last like week has been like the most stressful for me because classes have been halted. Everything, just like every day they came out with a different email trying to say the same thing over and over. Just constant updates on what they're trying to do, but it seemed like they were making it up as they went along.
Yeah.
So as of yesterday, what has been decided is that classes will be online for the rest of the semester. And we are going to be on this thing called, I already forgot what it's called. I think it's called Zoom.
Yeah. I heard about that.
Like the fucking memes about Zoom, like all the animals looking at their fucking webcam, and it's like, this is classes from now on in 2020.
Everybody's showing up to class in their pajamas now.
But like, yo, let me tell you this thing. The biggest news that broke like everyone's heart, mostly everyone. I was relatively unaffected by it.
But you don't have a sense of humanity, so that's really it's a little neutral there.
Yeah, no, I could take it or leave it. Our graduation ceremony is completely out the window.
Yeah, ex-girlfriend of mine was telling me about that. Very sad.
I saw my roommate's girlfriend severely upset about it. Like, she was slamming his car door. I was uncomfortable with it.
So what, do you just get the piece of paper that says you're done and then that's it?
They're trying to come up with a non-in-person alternative. And that's gonna be difficult because like it's a commencement. Like, you're supposed to
fucking boo-hoo. What do they think happens when you get your degree in the fucking military? They just give you a sheet of paper and be like, get out of my office. You smart piece of shit.
I think that's why the whole commencement news hasn't hit me, because I'm just used to
you were expecting that shit.
I'm used to ceremonies for bullshit, and when shit actually matters, there's no recognition. Like,
exactly.
As long as I get the diploma. I actually told someone this. I'd rather they just send me the PDF. Don't even send it in the mail. Don't even bother with the mail. I will fucking laminate it myself. Just send me the PDF and just send me along my way.
Just to be done with it, right? The whole ceremony. Like a couple of hours of you patting yourself on the back. Using other people's hands.
Exactly.
No,
my biggest thing with commencement is like, it's not even your diploma that you're getting. It's a blank sheet with a ribbon. It's all ceremonial, but I'm spending like $90 to participate in a ceremony where I don't even get my diploma until like maybe 2 to 3 months, hopefully, later.
Yeah.
Which is why, again, I'm not too upset, but I understand why some people are upset. Like, you got people who work incredibly hard to like be here, and like they really want the ceremony.
But those are traditionalists, though. Those are the people who'll be like, "Oh, I feel good about this. My family should be there. They should see me with the fucking cap and gown and the thing." And it doesn't matter.
I know. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and suggest this. Depending on whatever the hell the schools decide on what the commencement alternative should be. Girl, do your own do your own photo shoot. Get that old cap and gown from high school. If it still fits, great. If it doesn't, you know what to do.
Post for the gram.
Yeah, like
queen.
Take your friends, your family, do a personal photo shoot. Find like areas that mean something to you.
Like the Joker stairs.
Damn, you just brought us all the way back you brought me back to 2019. Speaking of sirens. You brought me back to 2019 when shit was actually stable. Remember when the biggest concern was us worrying there was going to be an incel uprising because of a fucking movie?
Yes.
Now here we are.
I ducked at those credits. I'm not kidding. I know we're laughing, but I'm not kidding. After the credits rolled, I was like, anybody? Nobody?
No,
Cool?
I was
We're
exactly
good?
the same. I was in a pretty empty theater, and this one dude who was wearing shorts in broad daylight decided to sit
fucking
in a
serious.
row right behind me. I watched Joker.
Didn't that come out at like December-ish? No.
No, October.
And he was wearing shorts?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there to kill everybody. Are you kidding me?
That's why I was nervous. I watched that movie with a whole new level of anxiety because he was directly, perfectly aligned with me. He was like probably 4 rows behind me. But it's like, dude, you had this whole auditorium and you're going to sit directly behind me?
Behind you.
I felt like I was first. I was gonna be first. So like I looked at the movie like looking up through my eyelashes because like I wanted to be ready.
That shit.
I just wanted to be ready to just like move my head if I needed to, like create a smaller target for him.
Fucking serpentine.
But again, back to the commencement. Look, opportunities are being taken away, and it's up to us to create our own opportunities. Because right now, my college at Purchase, like my predictions are coming true. I've been noticing it since like Tuesday night when it was like first announced that classes were going online, that this whole coronavirus thing is having unforeseen consequences amongst my college campus specifically. And it's that when you tell young people not to get into large crowds and socialize, the best thing we can do is not listen to any of that and do it all ourselves.
Socialize.
Yes, because as I was walking home from class, there was a party, a full-blown party going on a Tuesday night that was leaking outside into public. It wasn't even fully in the house. It was everywhere. Everyone was doing something. And then I find out Thursday night, there's a whole party going on there too. And again, Friday night. And then that same Friday, we're coming back from the liquor store. Yes, I am partying too. We're coming back from the liquor store.
Semantics, right?
We're coming back from the liquor store. And I'm explaining how I think Purchase College is going through sort of its own post-apocalypse where societies are going to develop their own cultures and their own power landscapes.
Dramatic fucking person, I know. You know that?
Yes, but hear me out. Because as we drive in, we see this group of people. It's like three people, and they're just staring up at a tree. And we're wondering, what are they looking at? And I think I was the only one who was able to get a good enough view. And I saw there was a girl who climbed all the way up the tree and was just chilling there. And it wasn't like one of those easy to climb trees. It was one of those trees that's like perfectly vertical, and the branches don't like spread out until you're like 10 feet high.
Folks, you can't see this, but I'm raising my hand right now. I have a question. What race was she? Not that it's important, but it's important to me, and I feel like I know, and I need you to correct.
I'll put it this way: I saw the blue in her eyes.
Oh, I knew it. All right, white people, y'all are the fucking best. I love you guys. Please continue. Okay, why the fuck was she in that tree? Did anybody ask questions or?
Nah, we were driving by, and I wasn't gonna stop and ask. I just knew. That was just prove my point as I was saying it. And,
shit.
Yeah, I mean,
That's always fun.
the party I went to last night, the guy who's throwing it, he's talking about making it like a regular thing, and I appreciate the effort. Being out there trying to raise spirits.
Dude, what do you think they're doing in Puerto Rico? They're doing the exact fucking same thing. Whenever shit goes down, they throw a party. They get fucking hammered. They fuck each other like rabbits. It's wild. It's chaos. Just fucking heathens just grabbing each other. They don't fucking care.
That's the irony of the whole situation, is like this virus is spreading fast and we're supposed to not do this shit. But the way we feel better in a situation like this is by doing the thing
that spreads it faster.
Yes, exactly. It's inevitable. Like, this is Mother Nature again trying to weed out and trying to establish some balance. I'm surprised they didn't have the nerve to call this the Thanos virus.
Ooh, because I feel like that might have raised some controversy.
Yeah, it would. But calling another flu that's discovered in China, naming it after something in Spanish, I don't know.
Yo, I'm a little upset it's called the coronavirus.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not talked about enough.
No one's addressing it. It's
If
just
they
like
called it the Budweiser virus, it would be on fucking CNN every day. Like, oh, why did they call it that? This is the new important thing. And the reason everybody's so scared is because of the media. I spoke with this about you yesterday. It's just like, the flu takes out more people. The flu way more fucking hard, and it presses the fucking system. We still have the flu. Like, from when it was created to now, and we have vaccines, and we have, wives' tales, cures of this kind of soup, and you rub onions under your armpits or whatever.
Jesus.
But new fucking thing comes out, and then the journalists and the media, they want to play me first. I got this first. Let's put that out there. And so now it's like a overstimulation of the wrong kind of information spreading. And so now everybody sees this everywhere. You see it on the news. You see it when you take the train. You see it fucking a poster on 34th Street. You see it everywhere. And now there's panic. Now there's solidified panic. And now people don't know what to do because they're so busy being scared they're not willing to look at what is this actually. And now they're worrying about wiping their ass more than, hey, I should wipe my nose before I leave the house. Or I should clean my hands when I walk into a fucking room. Or when I touch this shit or when I touch that shit.
I definitely agree with you on the media kind of blowing it as high as possible when it comes to the ratings.
Out of proportion.
But again, something that I keep reminding myself, because I don't want to get too caught up in like the attitude that like this virus really isn't anything, because this is just the beginning. Things are very drastic right now, but I can see why it's being done.
You think it's drastic?
Compared to what life is usually like, absolutely.
No, yeah, but like, I just don't think the disease itself is like a huge thing.
That's the thing. We don't know what it is completely unchecked. Because we've gotten ahead and we're putting all these precautions, we don't know exactly how bad it could be. Like, say if this disease came out 50 years ago, right? And the internet doesn't exist, who knows how much worse it could have possibly have been. I think it's ironic that this disease has come out after I started like watching the series Explained. Have you ever seen that show? So like each episode, they take 10 to 20 minutes to explain a different topic, and one of them is epidemics, diseases, and how diseases work and spread, especially how quickly it can happen. One example was if you're infected and you use a bathroom, one flush can spread that disease throughout the entire building.
God damn.
And it was talking about like the measures that stop it as quickly as possible. However, I will point out they did fuck up one time with the crews that got quarantined because people were infected on board, but they didn't let them go, so they just let them fester on a floating toilet. What the fuck? And infection happened quicker.
Yeah.
Because no one was allowed to leave. So it's like they were just exposed to it 24/7.
Well, you either gotta like take the whole ship out.
Oh god.
Or no, I'm just saying like.
Once everyone gets in pool, yeah.
Okay, piece of shit. No, just fucking. Look, if I'm being honest, they'll do whatever is fucking convenient for them, and that's I'd say technically we're government officials. And we have experience.
But I wouldn't say we are spitting facts here. It's all opinions.
No, we don't read. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying, we've seen what's like on the inside. We've seen how the federal government thinks. And they don't always maybe do what's within our best interests all the time. I don't mean to bring up old shit, but Project MK Ultra.
Oh, shit.
No. Okay. No. I'll get more modern. When was the last time you saw a banana?
What do you mean?
Answer the question. When was the last time you think you saw a banana?
You mean like in nature?
No, or like maybe, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I had Platanos earlier this week.
All right. Where did you see that?
What do you mean, where did I see it?
Where did you see it?
In my mouth. I don't understand.
Where did you buy it, you fucking artard?
Nah.
I can't say the real word.
ShopRite.
A fucking store. Here's a fun fact. There hasn't been a banana in existence since the 1950s.
Word?
That's right. Bananas have seeds, bitch. Surprise. Listen, what they do, so...
Hold on. Your train of thought is leaving me right now.
I'm a little... this wine is hitting hard. I'm speaking in tongues right now, but hear me out. So, 1950s, around that general time. Again, folks, I don't read. Bananas are the same thing, or the same... Shut the fuck up. Bananas are pretty much the same as sheep in the regard that they're all genetically the same. So when one catches a virus, they all catch the fucking same virus, and there's no fighting it because they haven't built up the tolerance, because they haven't had the chance, because they're all genetically the same.
Mm-hmm.
So 1950s, something happens to bananas, they all get fucking taken out. The details kind of are lost on me because I've had a lot of this wine, but yeah, they all got fucking etchy sketched out of nature. There's no more bananas. Fuck. So what do the scientists decide to do? They decide, hey, we're gonna make new bananas and we're gonna like genetically clone them and just chemical after whatever the fuck we can put in there, some steroids to make them bigger, whatever. And they kept doing that, and they kept getting viruses. And so they kept kind of tweaking the formula, and now we have like the 7th generation of whatever the fuck these things are called. Technically they're called like Candidishes or something, I think. But yeah, there has not been a banana in existence since the 1950s. And they've just been poking and prodding at this new fucking thing that they can do whatever the hell they want with. And you have to trust that. And yeah. And that shows up in pies, and that shows up in desserts, and that shows up in the milks that you drink from Nesquik, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not telling you that. So they're gonna do whatever they have to do to make a sale, whatever they have to do to just, get their thing out.
Okay, folks, if you don't know, now you know.
Yeah.
Coming straight from the drunk horse's mouth.
Yeah, no, that's just one thing. That's coming from a guy who doesn't read, who's that smart, if I'm being honest. I'm more of a creative guy.
And yet he has found out about this because of long, sleepless nights of wandering the internet.
Oh, yeah.
God, the internet is so beautiful and dangerous.
To just looking up dumb shit. Yeah.
Speaking of dumb shit, what's the latest dumb shit you found?
In what regard?
Yes.
Let's see here. The latest dumb shit I found. Latest dumb shit. Oh, that was a wet burp. Shit. Alright, I'm not pukey. The latest dumb shit. I don't even know, man. These are troubled times.
My professor would say these are exceptional times.
Exceptional? Why? Because of the opportunity, or
no? Because he wrote it in a email with bold black letters, and then continued writing. Like, he didn't just say these are exceptional times. I don't know. There's just something about like the fact that he took the time to highlight and bold that entire sentence before continuing with his message of saying, "We ain't gonna meet. Give me a call when you got the chance." When a professor's like, give me a call when you got the chance. Shit serious.
Shit south, yeah.
Oh my God.
Holy fuck. Oh, here's something. I want to say 2015, 2016, there was this medium, psychic, whatever people want to fucking call him, I don't know, I don't believe in him. Her name was Sylvie Brown. Sylvie Brown. And she predicted the coronavirus. She predicted the coronavirus. She was like, a flu-like virus is going to spread itself out. The only difference between this and the flu is going to be its pneumonia-like symptoms. And I think she said something else, and that was very specific.
When did she say this?
I don't know exactly. Why do you assume I read? I don't know.
Because you're spitting information. I just want to know where you're getting it. I know you're not right. You're just entertaining. I just want to know if there's some level of, like, where can I find this if I wanted to read up on it?
Google, motherfucker.
What was it, Sylvie Brown?
Sylvie Brown. She was like, a flu-like virus is going to spread itself out. It's going to spread itself out just as fast as it's going to die out.
Mm-hmm.
She said that, which gets me pretty excited about the fact that this is going to, like, die out like this. I snapped, folks. No, I don't know if that was close enough to the thing. But yeah, no, so that's just something to look into. I want to think she was right. Not because she's a psychic. I don't believe in that. That's bullshit. But I think every psychic stems themselves from, like, how do I say? Like deduction. Mm-hmm. Like a detective does his job. You walk into a room, they don't just know things, obviously. They're going to see, like, your posture is fucked up, so you grit your teeth when you sleep. You grit your teeth when you sleep, that means you have anxiety issues. Mm-hmm. It's a step procedure, so they know things about you.
They just see how events fold out and make predictions based on what they know.
Exactly. And then, you throw in I know you're stressed and these are troubled times for you, but your father's looking down on you. And then you're so busy, like, oh, my father's looking down on me. That you don't notice, like, this person can just kind of see that right off the bat. They poke emotional pressure points to get at you and jingle the keys in front of your eyes so you don't see what they're doing.
Would you say that the media operates in a similar way?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Definitely, like, jingling keys.
They jingle the keys in front of your eyes. That's what they're doing with this shit. They're probably, like, amping up the coronavirus.
I mean, who the hell knows what the hell is going on with the rest of the world outside of coronavirus?
This is
like the last 4 days.
100% about the election. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we're going there.
Okay.
I've had enough wine. We're going there. This is just trying to make people tense so that they vote for the wrong person. Yeah, I said that.
Who's the wrong person?
I'm gonna get us. I don't know. Anybody that's not fucking the one who's up for pot, who's legalizing pot.
So the right person.
Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is the right person.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm giving my political views.
I bet. That's why.
They're just making sure, all the people who voted for Trump are nice and scared so that they do it again or vote for somebody worse. And they knew anybody that wasn't Republican was probably going to win. So they were just like, let's just fucking throw a curveball and see what happens.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I know.
My van's going to show up at my house. I'm not going to see it again.
It's okay. I'm on the same watch list as you.
You know what they call military assassinations? Blackouts. Like the opposite of whiteout.
What?
Yeah. Did you not know that?
No.
Surprise, bitch. Yeah. Or, they want you to think it's called burn notice, I'm sure because of the show, but no, that's a blackout operation. That's special ops shit, which, I think that has also earned me a murder. Or an assassination attempt, I don't know. My horrors are texting, so I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. You want to talk about that?
Not especially.
I mean, it's gonna.
Because I feel like talking about how I have hoes is gonna get in the way of me obtaining more hoes. And
you'd be surprised. It brings me to my next topic.
I'm afraid immediately.
Polyamory. I know.
Oh, this isn't gonna be good.
I know both you and I have had stints in the polyamory community and lifestyle to varying degrees. I always looked at you as a more quality polyamorous relationship out of anyone I know. So I want...
That's the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me.
Suck a dick.
Second nicest thing anybody's ever said to me.
Describe what it was like to have that kind of relationship. Because I know, but prior to that, there was probably a lot of
sex,
espionage.
Yes. Espionage? What do you think? I'm an assassin?
Pussy assassin, yeah.
Ooh, just bump it. Just
all right. Bop. There we go.
Yep. So what do you mean? You want to know what the experience was like recently?
Not necessarily recently, but like, could you give me like an overview of your experience in a polyamorous relationship? How did it even start?
So I'm not gonna drop names, but me and this girl who I got very attached to, we started out, we were just fucking, and it was like we met a couple times, and then we just decided to drop the fucking games and just get straight into it. And that was pretty great. Just to not beat around the bush and worry about what is this person thinking and, when is the sex gonna come and the nudes and the, all the sexual stuff. I was, how the fuck old was I? Just 19-ish, then going into my 20s. I'm a pervert. I'm a sick man. I'm not gonna hide that from anybody, and I wasn't hiding it from her, and she wasn't hiding it from me, and it was pretty great. And, that's how we started. And occasionally we would dabble with other people. And I don't think we talked about that right away.
Have you ever ran a train on someone?
No. Jesus. Define that? Wait.
I don't know. The train just started passing by, and immediately I thought I should ask. I'm trying to make as many train puns as I can while the trains pass by.
Is it you go one after the other, or is it like a freeway, like a devil's?
I'm not a conductor. I wouldn't know the specifics on
it. A conductor. Fuck you. I've done group stuff, which I'm sure you know about. I just never like. I don't know. It was never like one after the other. That's like sloppy seconds.
Damn. Okay.
I'd probably be into that with enough alcohol, but not. I wouldn't go into that sober. I wouldn't be like this dude slobbered all over this chick. I'm just gonna taste him off her. No, that has to be something you disregard after many shots. I think. I don't know, but that's also I'm limited by my sexuality in polyamory. I'm a heterosexual male, so there's certain boundaries that I can't.
Was there ever any pressure to like try new stuff in this relationship?
I wouldn't say pressure. I'd say it was more like the opportunity rose, and I was just like, "This is fucking exciting as fuck." I'm a very chaotic energy, you know that.
Mm-hmm.
I do the dumbest thing that I can do at the time. The second I get bored, and I'm just like nose diving into that shit. But with her, it was like I had a partner in that, and that gave it a new. Like a new feeling, I don't even fucking describe that. I'm losing words, dude. I'm losing vocabulary the more I drink.
Now take that last sip and get back to me.
Oh. Of course. Anyway, it was nice. It was nice having a friend through being a pervert. That's what polyamory is, I feel. You have a partner in being disgusting. And it's just cool because you don't feel judged. And I think that's one of the reasons we got so close, because that's what she wanted at the time.
Would you say, from experience, when I first found out about polyamory in my very first relationship, I tried talking about it with her. Just, not trying to like suggest anything, but it's just like, you ever heard of like polyamory? Like, what do you think about like, someone being able to do that and like not have any trust issues? Now, immediately I got a sense from her that she wasn't with it.
Oof.
And, that's where the conversation ended. But it wasn't until down the line I had met someone that I felt I could truly open up to and just even discuss it. Mm-hmm. That like, a polyamorous relationship was able to be explored. And that's like one of the big things about polyamory is like this trust aspect.
Yes.
Being able to trust someone.
Yes.
To be able to trust someone so much to be your complete unbridled self and have that partner. So tell me, what was the trust like in your relationship? Oh shit!
No.
It's not where.
It's a gray area. I know she's gonna hear this. So I trusted her with my fucking life, and I was not used to that, so I didn't know how exactly to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to give her every benefit of the doubt, and I swear to God I did. But there were those moments where it's like, okay, never done this before. How do I suppress my own insecurity while I trust her as much as humanly possible? And I'm an insecure dude. I'd argue I'm a walking, talking Napoleon complex.
Really?
Oh, for sure. I'd say God complex, but I'm 5'6" and 120 pounds. No, that's not. No. Honestly, most of the time I was surprised she put up with me. Yeah. But what they say, po body's nerfic. So so she had her flaws, and she was very self-involved in her flaws. I didn't see them, but she did. And I know it's a little maybe petty, but it made me feel better that she acknowledged that she wasn't perfect. Because now it's like, okay, these two not perfect people are doing this incredible thing. Not, oh, I put this person on a pedestal, they're perfect, they're doing everything they're fucking doing, and they're being great at it. Meanwhile, I have to figure out my own shit. You have to be a very secure person in polyamory.
Yes.
Yes.
From my research, that's definitely like the key thing is like you have to have a certain level of security in not only yourself, but your partner, and to know that their actions don't reflect on you necessarily.
Yes.
Like it's a relationship where there are two people with their own worlds who are choosing to be together but not inhibit each other from their own inhibitions.
I got like tingles when you said that. Yeah, I'm surprised you understand it this deep. Yeah, no, and the trusting her part, fucking easy. That was killed that shit. Trusting me, and there were jealous moments and there were thoughts that got a little ugly, but I got through that because at the end of the day, it was a huge comfort to have her around, and I was not used to just letting my walls down like that. So with polyamory, it's just like you just have to let go of everything. Any traditionalist mindset or any notion you have of what a relationship should be or what it should be. Like, you just have to appreciate things as it goes along. And I think she talked about that in front of you, in fact, once, like, in class.
Yeah, I think I remember.
Yeah, something like about, like, oh, my boyfriend does this thing where he, like, appreciates the moment. And I try to do that more now.
I'm trying to remember what class. Oh, wait. Was that the science of happiness?
Don't fucking ask me. Probably. I don't know. I got kicked out of school.
Why do I ask you these questions?
Why do you ask me anything?
I don't know. For some, this wine is making me think you still go to school.
That means it's time for beer. Oh, yeah. In accordance with this situation, you want to do the honors?
Yes. In accordance with the special occasion that we're all going through as a country and the world at large, we are drinking Corona Extra. Thank you, my good man. Go ahead and top that off.
And he's drinking beer in a wine glass because you're a classy lady. Here you go, bitch. Now I have to pee like a weasel on goddamn fire. I'll be right back. Keep the folks entertained.
All right, I'll do my best. So again...
Shit! Yo, I got that mean stinkter. Alright, what's going on? What are you talking about?
Have a seat and I'll catch you up. Jesus. I don't know if you folks heard that. I really hope you did.
Nah, they're fine. They're fine. I'm a little drunk now.
Perfect.
I'm going to make texting decisions that I'm going to regret immediately.
Please don't.
It's too late. It's happening.
Fuck.
Alright, what's going on? What happened?
No, I was just exploring my side of like my own polyamorous experience, because you and your polyamorous partner in crime, I always looked at y'all as like a better example.
That was the best fucking thing ever.
Of what polyamory could be. I mean,
I went crazy, don't get me wrong. But it was the best thing ever.
I don't mean to like spill your business, but I know that you two, you're not together anymore. But that decision to kind of separate didn't have anything to do with your actual experience with polyamory, did it?
No, it ended in extremely good terms, which is more than what a lot of relationships could say about themselves. Monogamous, not monogamous. We're on good terms, despite what some people would decide on. One friend in specific I'm thinking about, one who knows I'm doing this right now. Yeah, and she has not been shy about that to the other party either.
Understandable.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's great. I think it's cool. I mean, I'm happy for her now. She's in a monogamous thing with this great guy. I'm happy for her. And I'm sure whatever I explore, she's going to be happy for me too. And it's nice,
That's wonderful.
Like, despite the sex, despite the what we were doing before and the fucking polyamory thing, that you can still have that person as a partner. I think that's what it's all about. Mm-hmm. It's more of a friendship thing than like a romantic, hey, let's bone, get this thing out of the way. I don't know how to explain it. She's good people.
What do you think monogamous people could learn from polyamorous people?
I think the only real way to be free is, and I say this again, and I've said it 1,000 times, is to accept things as they are, not as you think they should be. Mm-hmm. I think monogamy is a tradition, like any other. I think tradition is peer pressure from dead people.
That's definitely accurate.
And it's just like, you deserve to explore more. You deserve to explore yourself in different regions and different boundaries. And you shouldn't limit yourself because you think this is the right thing. There's no right way to be, folks. There's no right way to do anything. People are making it up as they go along.
Ironically, that is the most right statement I've ever heard you say.
Wow. Really? I feel like I'm right all the time, but fuck, whatever.
But this is the most right. Because, like, everything could be chopped down to, like, opinion or, like, perspective.
I truly believe, like, belief systems. Anything you believe, geography.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, that's what you believe.
As a matter of fact, I'll give you an example.
Give it here.
One of my favorite
fucking
That guy has a small penis.
cyclist. Thank you for saying that.
Where you're born, where you were raised, what you choose to learn, especially in an age where the internet gives you instant access to all of mankind's information, it affects your understanding of right and wrong and your understanding of the universe as a whole.
I'm glad you worded that like that because fucking just it matters that we're in this age. You know what I mean? What matters we're in the age of information where everything's readily available and you can just fucking look on your where you look at the time and where you find the weather and just whip it out whatever the fuck you want to know. Just you Google the next thing that you're ready to find out about and then it's just there.
Okay, I just gotta point out something. Your heater is pissing me off right now.
Oh, you don't think I fucking get pissed off at
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know. I don't even know why they're giving steam. It's like 50 fucking degrees.
Because it's just like crying behind me, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to like keep it straight.
Why do you think I'm so used to crying? Because of that.
No, God.
People cry. I'm just unfazed. I'm just like, why don't you stop it though?
Why don't you stop it though?
Half of the reason I'm a sociopath is because of that fucking heater.
Jesus, where were you? I didn't mean to cut you off. It's just like
I don't remember.
I'm gonna try and get you back there. Why are we both drinking? We're not responsible for each other if we're both under
so
the
glad
influence.
you're here fucking drinking. I wish we could do drugs on this. But we can't talk about that.
I'll debate whether or not I want to edit that part out.
Okay.
I'm really trying to minimize as many edits as possible.
I didn't say we're doing drugs. I said we
No,
shouldn't do
of course
drugs.
not.
Yeah, wink. Can we talk about that, please?
Drugs?
Drugs in the military?
Shit, we got time.
Oh my god.
We still have full glasses of Corona because we're savoring it for some reason.
We're sippers.
La cerveza.
No one deserves a blunt more than somebody who's served.
You're not wrong.
Thank you. Okay. And they do it. Don't get me wrong. Oh, folks, believe me, they're doing drugs in the military. It's fine. Nationalism be damned. They're fucking.
Yeah, I mean, if you have not caught on to that,
yeah,
now you know.
And it's just like, with the PTSD and the fucking, the fact that you kind of want to strangle your boss every day in individual moments, and everything is ineffective, and the computers don't work, but everything you need to do is on the computer, and it's just like one nice fat one, just. Bob Marley in the background, just some Takis over here. Wouldn't that feel great? Wouldn't that make you go to work the next day like, all right, I can do this again?
Yeah, out of all the drugs the military is not cool with, marijuana should be on the top of the list
What the fuck?
of acceptable. Because let me tell you my own experience. I forget what the name of that drug is called, but there's a specific drug that's very safe and it elevates mood.
Ecstasy?
Yes, but no, not that one specifically because I'm sure they test for that. But no, it's like a pharmaceutical thing that you could buy over the counter or you could get like something stronger for some serious cases. I was one of those serious cases where I described, certain levels of anxiety. I spoke to a doctor, and he recommended this prescription. But the prescription itself was on the list of substances that the Navy looks out for when they test. However, it is fully legal, and it was still a problem.
Because that's how much fear is in the fucking.
Yeah, but the problem with it is like this was a legal substance that was completely regulated, that had supreme results in helping people. Like the only times really that there's like negative association was like celebrities who like took a lot of it and was dealing with some extra shit and they
You can say the exact same thing about alcohol.
Alcohol. I don't even want to talk about the number associated with alcohol as I'm sipping Corona.
As you're sipping a Corona, after sipping wine and fucking, with alcohol it just creates angrier people. And did you know that anxiety problems today in teenagers and kids are worse than they were with full-grown adults in like the 30s, and the 40s, and the 50s, and you can keep fucking going. To be honest, like we have, how do I put this? Right now, our anxiety levels as a collective is the highest it's ever been in history, and it's gonna stay that way, and it's gonna keep getting worse because of this age of information, because of how the times are now, because of the culture now. Whereas back then it was just like totally different because we didn't know anything. And so now when we do something, we have to know everything about it. And we have to know what the media is telling us. And we have to know what our job is deciding to tell us about the information, and what the FDA is approving, and what the FDA decides to tell us. And so we're just working with different amounts of information, different portions of information, and it's just affecting us in horrific ways. Horrific. And like, that goes from the foods that we eat to the drugs that we decide to do on very occasional binges.
Great. So back on the subject of drugs, thank you for taking me on that tangent of what. But yeah, my whole point of this whole thing was that the military, and I would say maybe the government as a whole, has misconceptions on like what's truly beneficial. I mean, again, you got a drug that, like, if you were to legalize it, you can easily solve a lot of different problems.
Yes.
For instance, crime. Crime goes down immediately because there's no longer a black market desire for it if it's being regulated and sold in a corner store.
Yeah.
And on top of that, easier access. You know, you got service members who are pumped full of questionable substances. You know, you give them an alternative, as you said. You know, out of all substances you could take, marijuana seems to be like one of the safest.
Yes.
I mean, it's safer than the mainstream smoking habit that we have currently.
Yeah, tobacco is fucking killing us. We're not passing our fucking physical fitness exams because of it. You know, we're having a cigarette and a Red Bull before and after we fucking decide to do some push-ups and some sit-ups. And that's the thing that I was saying. Like, they'll tell you all about alcohol. They'll tell you all the statistics to the brim about alcohol and all the cases and all the fucking issues that they have with it. But with marijuana, it's like you bring it up and they're just like, oh, what are you doing? You can't say that. Yeah, no, it's fucking, they like shit themselves and fucking, oh my god. It's so bad. You know, all these cases of dads like hitting their fucking kids and their wives because they were too drunk and they have this alcohol issue and they're alcoholics. And then, you know, who's ever actually hurt anybody after a blunt? Who's ever smoked a blunt and be like, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of my family and I'm gonna flip some tables and I might stab a dude. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's a day. You smoke a blunt, you eat some chips, drink some fucking Sunkist, and you're fine. But God forbid I bring a blunt to the smoke pit.
Jesus.
I can tolerate my boss for more than an hour. God forbid that shit.
On that note, let's go ahead and wrap this up.
All right.
Real quick.
We were angry enough today.
Real quick, tell me what's on your shirt right now, because I remember the first thing I saw when I came in was this.
Right,
honestly, it should be hung up on a museum somewhere. Please,
I thought so too.
Please describe.
I thought so too. I love this shirt. I bought it in Virginia. In fact, I didn't buy it. My cousin's boyfriend bought it for me because he's an awesome dude and we get along so well. And I love my cousins. That's the only portion of family that I love.
Would you like to name drop them just so they know how much you love them?
I would not, because I don't want to know anybody. Yeah, I don't want anybody to find them.
True.
They're in Virginia. Nobody's gonna go out there. But still, though.
Remember, they are in Virginia. If anyone is interested.
God damn it! I've had enough.
You've narrowed down the world to one state.
So it's a purple shirt. Purple's my favorite color. And it's like, what do you call this fucking color? Turquoise.
Yeah, I'd say there's some turquoise in there. Turquoise.
It's pugs. It's a bunch of fucking pugs. It's purple and turquoise. And it's fucking adorable. And ladies, I look cute as fuck. I'm single. I just got a haircut. I look good right now. I'm very proud.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to mention something. If you cannot afford to take the coronavirus test, I want you to do this quick thing that I was just informed about.
Kill yourself.
Population control. If you can't afford to test yourself for the coronavirus, go to your local blood donation spot if you can donate blood. Just, donate whatever you can, because they have to run that blood through testing, and then they will notify you if something comes up. Therefore, you can get tested for corona completely for free, no charge. And I want to thank you all for tuning in today, and I hope you have a blessed day. Take care.